It's like I don't want to start with the word empty, but without context, it extends to whatever it will. And that means implied. And things that are lost don't mean they have a shape, in the condition to remain in any way. Nothing worse than looking for what isn't there. What you heard, did it comfort you to define the mistake? Did you curse who you thought was responsible for it? The game theory sucks too, considering the amount who don't want to be there, but stuck and not happy. Even the alias frowns. Can't pretend it wasn't a defeat, because nothing else behaves that way, which means empty. Like one day it will change, so like hope and faith. But I passed right by you, most of us on autopilot, but probably desires autocorrect. So lower down, lower on the ground, somewhere to wipe the slate. And you say you can relate. But what have you really found? I know when you lie, because there's nothing left of me. So you certainly haven't found me, and empty. Even when we were half the way, I still try to unmark the words, the ones that spit in my face. You know how that sounds. Stings like cutting your hands on your teeth. But go ahead, prepare your sulfur. Clutching the hints that raise the chest plate, I do not recognize your inspiration, nor the equal weight that riddles the additions. Every pair that stood beside you only does so by casting me astray. The paths of invasion, the fakery of invention, as original as your old age. The weeds that trade deep roots for quick bursts. No one is happy with this, even when we agree to lie. Your angel hates me, and I really don't blame it. Very easy to understand why. Doesn't make you right. Impossible from the lips of such a curse. If you are the brains, it means someone else has been sucked dry. Still trying to keep the targets fresh on me, but firing the same bullets. Even when I want it to make sense. Even when I hope your plan works. It predictably does little for me, but still, so much breath. The plumes I see in the cold around this place. It feels empty, but at least it hurts. Not anything you provide. Not anything you can take. Surrounding me is already complete. The events have happened. All that's left is to continue to prove I cannot escape. Not by pitching my case, but by continuing to save my face. And how it doesn't change anything. Time comes to a halt, and the death has finished its toll, which in a way makes it worse. The remainder of the collapse is the delay, as the consequence finds all the details in this place. All the liars claiming to be here, but still hiding things they save. I don't judge them though. Hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you feel like you have a chance, that's great. Allows you to disregard what you take. Allows you to ignore where you go. But I see it. Yeah, I always see it. The emptiness it creates. I know now that you can never put us to rest. I know now that I can never have my peace. And while they stand by your side, they hand you the obvious. And you shower the ground. Yes, it gets obscene. Yet, I do not beat your faith. What's the point, after so many years with your kind? I know now that it must be the case. I know now you will always hate me. So yes, I take the blame. I know now that I must take the blame, while you crawl through the waves, pulling the runes with you, just to thrash me over and over again, just to have a reason to smile, to prove I deserve you. One on a throne next to the clay of the ghost, where the lighting is in the presence, some right angles from the hand of the other one, feeding on the stars crossed to get us, but incompatible can't cooperate with much sense to it. And when the dance is done, the orders are obvious, but not so much the memory, to destroy me by reduction, so I remain permanently. Whoever the hell you other ones are, I'd extend a warm welcome, but that would quickly go up in smoke, and we'd all look puzzled. Most of us can't help it, and those that can kill themselves before it's too late. Relax. It doesn't take long to see what you need to see. These cycles don't have to be yours, like after all these perennial hours and all these annual eternities. I imagine some of you will get better and stay very far from me, checking out their family trees. The shards of worlds of powder, tears of the desert, compressing the calcium and carbon, how devastating, to eat the butterfly and raise the fungus. Every revelation lay tons of bricks. Every knowledge steel reinforcers. I do not wax poetic, and you would be grossly mistaken to consider this manageable. This factory cannot put you together. And you stare in the face of exactly what will happen, with no plan for not repeating what will happen. So you desperately pause in order to think. Of course, I whisper sweetly, the decay is never done. Behold all of them. The decay is inescapable. All the work corrupted no matter what. All these rugs pulled. The wigs and third eyes. The mountains and rivers. All the histories at once. And you, still pointing that thing at me. Every construction made of victims, but not their ghosts. But you can't help it. This moment has been done, already well expired. At this very moment, it slips through your hands, and you are all the mistakes you said you did not want to make. But I will not be all the words you need from me. You cannot help them. They do not feel you. There are no offers. You will leave, regardless of what you want.